Welcome back to another Sunday's video, everyone. I hope your week's been well. In this one, I want to talk about the idea of setting resolutions and New Year's resolutions. It's a month in, I'm not going to lie to you, and I don't usually set New Year's resolutions, but I was talking amongst family and stuff like that, and I thought it'd be a good idea to set some photography resolutions. Nothing too strict, I ain't going to kick myself if I don't achieve them all, but they are something that I really want to focus on this year in terms of improving the quality of my photos and just setting goals to progress. And I feel like that's a good idea for everyone to do. So I'm going to set this out publicly so everyone can see the goals that I'm setting myself. You guys can follow along on the weekly videos, but you can also see me at the end of the year, also review it and see what I got up to and see if I could do it or not. And it'll be a good thing for me to look back on as well. The first thing I want to talk about is the whole idea of improving the quality of these videos. And you may notice the camera is different to what we usually shoot on. The mic is certainly different. It's a lot bigger than the one we usually use. I bought a DJI Pocket 3 with the Creator Combo kit. So I've got a microphone, I've got the Pocket 3, and that's what this is being recorded on in D-Log M, so I can color grade and all that sort of stuff afterwards. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, honest opinions on the quality and the quality of the microphone as well. I bought it because it's a lot easier for me to whip it out when I need to, get some B-roll footage easily, get in tight spaces with it because it is so small, and it's going to help a lot with the traveling as well. Rather than setting up for shots and then filming it with the phone, it's a lot easier this way. And I think the quality looks good. It's a bigger 1-inch sensor as well, so it should be better quality overall. But let me know what you think. And in terms of continuing the quality on these videos, you're also going to see me improve the quality of my pictures as well, based on shooting a variety of different things. Now, obviously, my focus is still light, shadow, and shape. It's also going to be a focus on the scene as it always has, but I'm not always going to focus on having a subject in it. The scene might just be the scene. And I feel like that's good when it comes to thinking in sets. If I'm taking a photo of an area, then I'd want a bulk collection of images in that area that you could piece together as a set, i.e., having some detail shots in there, the scene as a whole, and then my everyday take a photo of a silhouette, take a photo of some shadows, all of that sort of stuff. And you will really see that come to life when it comes to our travels for this year. Speaking of travels for this year, our first one is coming up in just a few weeks. We're going to the Middle East for Ramadan, and I feel like that is going to be a big opportunity to showcase this and also be able to take some photos and really showcase the culture in my own way. I'm still going to focus on the shape, I'm still going to focus on the shadow and silhouettes and mystery and stuff. I'm not going to be just focusing on subject, but it's a completely different environment to what I'm used to shooting in. It's going to give me, hopefully, some great images. So you're going to see that when the videos go live and when I post pictures from the trip on Instagram and on my website. But being able to take myself out of my comfort zone, going to a completely different destination to what I'm used to, and really going in at the culture during that time period as well, being able to photograph that is something that hopefully can be really rewarding. And then from there, obviously, we're going to go to Portugal later in the year, early into like early September, and that is going to be good as well. Portugal has the best light in September, and yeah, I've been to Portugal a few times, and I've never photographed it. I really want to photograph it. I've never been to Lisbon or Porto, which is where we're going, but I really want to grab hold of it and just show you the light that you can get from Portugal, because not only are they great people to photograph and they're so easygoing, it's going to be great light, and I cannot wait for that trip. Both of them are going to be really exciting, and both of them are going to get some good images. Fingers crossed. In addition to that, I also want to get my photos out there some more in terms of being able to exhibit them somewhere. I want them printed in some form of exhibition somewhere. I don't know how it's going to happen yet. I've got some wheels in motion that I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I really want to showcase my work in a printed form more than just selling prints on my website. It's a big achievement to being able to have your work showcased like that. So it's a big goal as well of mine. You know, it's not an easy achievable goal, but it is one that I'm really going to focus on. Something, I don't know how it's going to work, as I say, still early stages, but if I can get it done, that would be a big tick box for 2025, being able to exhibit my work somewhere and have people that may not see my work, may not even see the genre of street photography, hopefully look at my images and really like them. That's a big progression step for me, and hopefully we can get it done. Whether it be I get a collection of photographers together and we fund it ourselves, or whether you enter one of those competitions and you win. You know, it would be nice to win an award for one of my photographs as well. That's something that could happen as a sidestep to it. So fingers crossed that can happen as well. There's tons of different things along that vein that can really be good for me. Another thing though is the whole one-to-one sessions. I've been asked this a few times in comments and DMs whether I'm going to start offering one-to-one sessions for showing people different places to photograph in London and stuff like that. I'm really in two minds about it. It's either I do it and don't charge people, or I don't do it and just make videos on it instead. The reason for that is because for me, I've never attended a workshop. I've never had any inkling of wanting to attend a workshop, and that's because everything I've done has been self-taught, completely from the ground up. From first picking up a camera to where I am now, I've taught myself everything in a way that I am most comfortable, which doesn't mean it's the right way of doing it. So I can be telling people to photograph this in a certain way or photograph that in a certain way, and it be completely wrong. So there's no right way to shoot, but there might be my way of shooting that isn't anyone else's way of shooting, if you will. So, yes, I am more than happy to come along for a photo walk if anyone is ever in London. I'm more than happy to do that. I am not going to ask for money for that. So hopefully that answers a few DMs and questions as well. But that's sort of my standpoint on it at the minute. It could change. It could change. I might think that I'm the bee's knees in a couple of months' time and want to charge you, 3 months' wages for it. I doubt it. But for now, you will take my time and we can photograph together if that interests you in any way whatsoever. I love photographing London, and I think it should be on more people's bucket lists. If they've not been to London on a photography trip, I think more people should do it because it is absolutely incredible city to photograph. And yeah, I love living in it. So I'm sure other people will love visiting it too. And also, I also really want to make another zine. Now, I've still got my last sort of batch of my first edition zines that I ever did, and I feel like they sell and I've restocked, and they sell and they restock, but I'm not going to print another batch for a while because I want to make a new one. This one already planned. It's going to be all black and white, just black and white photos because I've been shooting it more and more. I really like it. It just gives me so much more mood and element to it. But I don't want to be restricted to just shooting black and white forever. So that's why I still shoot both, but I just love black and white at the minute. So my next zine is going to be pure black and white. Hopefully by the end of the year I can get one out. I don't know, but that's definitely going to be, if it's not out, it's going to be worked on in 2025. You guys liked the first one. I had glowing reviews, so thank you very much for everyone that's purchased it so far. It'll still be on the website, so you can get it. But I just want a mixture of every place that I've travelled, everything that I've photographed in London, all the black and white collection in one place. I can look at it too and be like, great. It's more for me as well than other people. Other people that can get a kick out of it, great. But for me to be able to flick through my work and go, I remember that, I remember this, that's nice. And I think a lot of people should print their work for that reason as well. But Zine Volume 2, it had to be a thing in 2025. Fingers crossed. And then, yeah, entering more competitions, as I said, to maybe get my work exhibited, maybe just enter them for the fun of it. If I can win an award, great. If I can't, then it's the joy of seeing other people's as well. I feel like entering competitions and stuff like that. I've done a few of them. Being able to enter them and see other people's work as well, it really, it really showcases someone that you may never have seen before, but because of this little competition or this little prize pool or whatever it is, you get to see so many more people's photographs and so many more people's favorite works in one place. Is a great thing. And then on top of that, LFI, I upload my work occasionally to the LFI portal. If I can get one of them selected, great. Again, that's sort of on the same vein of the whole award competition things. But that's just if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to push too hard for that, because for me, the most part is if I enjoy my work and I like the look of my work, then that is the main thing. But for the most part, that's it. I really want to take photos with more people. I want to go on photo walks with people, other photographers, all that sort of stuff. Meetups, I will start doing them. I want to make a newsletter from my website, and it's sort of a bi-weekly or monthly thing that arranges some form of meetup in London or wherever I am at the time, just to get a group of people together to go around taking photos. Again, just another little walk and talk with maybe a few beers afterwards. It's just, light-hearted, nothing too special, just a group of people together taking photographs of London. I want to try and do that. So, meeting new people, a zine, traveling, better quality videos, better quality audio, culture. I just want to progress in that way. Not so much growing a follower count, doing this on my website, doing that, because that isn't a big deal for me. For me, it's more about I want my images to end up like this. I really want more eyes on this image specifically. For that's my goal. But I'm making this mainly to hopefully look on it in December or early January in 2026 and be like, you did achieve it. You're a good lad. Fingers crossed. Who knows? It could all change. But thank you so much for hearing me talk about my goals. What's your goals? Let me know down below in the comments. I think it's good for everyone to have at least one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next Sunday for another video. Bye bye.